giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. And twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
Honesty is not the best policy, baby. That's a lie. That's a lie. People lie all day long, especially men. Okay? They lie about their kids. They lie about marriage. They lie about everything. Jobs, the car they drive. They lie about everything. So don't feel bad if you're lying to men.
Two things is true. That's what happens when y'all out here dating Nug Nug. That's exactly what happens when you out here dating Nug Nug and couch Negroes. They have to lie. Don't put that on all men. That's the problem. That's the message.
And sometimes when I wake up, he'll have the flashlight on and the camera.
He used to film?
Yes. Basically, my other uncles would call me crazy, tell their kids to stay away from me. And then my grandmother would say, oh, you need to go to a mental hospital or something like that. But she never believed me. I mean, we still cool to this day, but she just never believed none of this stuff.
Family don't mean nothing. We don't choose each other. Them are not the most loyal people to you. Them are the people most quickly to stab you in the back and do something ill to you. So we got to quit throwing this family word around quacking like you know, we got to be cool. Like she said, my grandma didn't want to believe me. She was high, but we still cool. No, we ain't still cool. I don't rock with you no more. I can't rock with you no more. And we got to be comfortable with saying that to family.
Do you have any kids? Karen, you have any kids?
Yes, I have 2 girls and 1 boy. Everybody 10 years apart. You watch her, she gonna watch him, and I'm gonna be back.
She said she got 3 kids. They all 10 years apart. And she said, here we go. She said, now, by the time this one 10, 11 years old, I had another one. He can watch that one. Then you watch that one. And mama be back.
And this is why it's a problem. Because what she just said, she just told you the generational hurt she passing down. She said, I'm gonna have you as soon as you 12 and you want to be a kid and be free. No, I'm popping out another kid. And you got to watch your sibling. You must. Because you shall not disobey. Now order 66 you won't.
If it don't work, there's going to be a problem. Hey, so Marshall, you're 53. Are you running into a lot of men whose stuff doesn't work? I have ran into some stuff that don't work. And then here's another deal breaker, Kendra. Brother, I ain't got time for the down low. Real talk. Now, you play booty games, don't come this way. I ain't got time for the booty games. Okay? Real men stand up. Alpha men stand up. And I'm a Christian, and I'm sure maybe some of my old church members up in here. But however, I'm going to keep it 100.
I bet those are the guys she running into. Want to know why? You old goat, because that's what you qualify for. And you've earned the term old goat because you're up here acting all horny and wild. Talking about, oh, I know some of my old church members on here. Yeah, they on there. And they talking bad about you. Gonna talk real bad about you up in church. Liable to have a sermon about you.
I feel like I had to figure it out by myself. Why is it no one wanted to tell me that once you pass the age of 23, 24, now the new way of these men moving to you, these men, they'll be promising you marriage.
Here we are again. That's Nug. He will say and do anything to get the box. First, you must ask, are you a wife? If y'all ain't wives and Nug's not a husband, this is all a joke, right?
I am a Kendra Cougar.
Okay. How old are you, Miss G?
I'm 75.
You don't have to answer this question, but I'm going to ask. And I'm curious, but you don't have to answer. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
3 years ago.
Oh.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Did she say she was intimate at 72?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
At 72?
Yes. She said, hey, you heard the other one? The whole outlast the pole.
If you like married, you've been married to your husband for 50 years, granted. But she's making like she's been riding the carousel at 72. When does it end?
Sure. Never. There's no bounds, no limits. Shoot, it don't end. It don't end. It don't end until Nug stops showing up.
Baby, Auntie ain't either. And I'm 60, almost 61 years old. I have never in my life met a man that has been truly faithful, that has never cheated. I've never met one. My philosophy is, and I hate to say all, but my philosophy is all men lie and all men cheat.
With women, voice as deep as hers? Possibly. But once again, we're talking about Nug. Y'all gotta quit painting with this broad brush, putting this on all men. Rewind, take a look at yourself, take a look at these men, and then come back to the table.
Are they all by the same man?
No, the first 2 are by the same man, and then my daughter, she has her own father.
Why you not with the 3-year-old dad?
Because he was just he was a veteran, and he was just starting to get like controlling, being a narcissist, very demanding, just trying to run over my life.
You accuse this man of a lot of things just now, sister. You a narcissist, controlling. He showed up into your life. You had 2 kids already. He showed up as a stepdaddy. He was military, whatever. He was trying to get you out of your Jezebel spirit with all them tattoos. He was trying to give you a fair shake, it seems. You say he was controlling. Maybe he was trying to give you some direction.
Who she thinks she is? Pressure.
Today, I hear a lot of ladies talking about how they are pressure, how they are out here applying pressure. My question is, Exactly what kind of pressure are you applying? Are you applying the pressure that makes a man aspire to be more? Or are you applying the kind of pressure that collapses a man's will? That's my question. Exactly what kind of pressure are we applying out here?
Parents, my mother passed away when I was 5 years old. My dad passed away when I was 10 years. My mother, she had AIDS, and my dad, he had it. She ended up passing it to him.
Do y'all see what evil begets? You see what it begets? Evil begets evil. Y'all can't expect wholesome, law-abiding citizens that's going to contribute to society to be born from these circumstances.
Good afternoon, parents. Good afternoon, boys and girls. Shut the fuck up. Hey.
What y'all want that poor child to do? He probably waking up in the morning with his mom. They listen to Glorilla, all that. He ain't waking up to a balanced breakfast and out the door.
Not nice.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. You need to leave? No. Okay. Oh, yeah.
He's showing up turnt, and can't nobody turn him down. Fellas, y'all better do like Donald Trump said. It's only one way to know.
Have you ever been married?
I have.
When did you get divorced?
It was 2006, but we got separated before then. It's a long story. I wanted to pass out at the altar. I'm keeping it 100. Wanted to pass out at the altar. I did because if I knew the voice of God then, I would have known not to marry him. But however, being that I did, I had to deal with it. I have 2 wonderful sons, so I take it for what it is.
Talk so bad about him, but gave him the highest honor, marriage, and gave him children twice, not once, but twice. Married and 2 kids, but this wasn't the man for you. Married with 2 kids, but he got to kick rocks. You didn't realize, like, oh, they talking about the voice of God speaking to him. I don't know what was talking to you, talking about you almost passed out at the altar. Stop.
Would you say that you had a fairly normal childhood?
No, I didn't.
Tell me about it.
It was rough. I didn't have no normal, regular childhood like a child supposed to.
Why? What was it? What was rough about it?
I mean, for one, my mom was more my friend. Like, she wasn't like a mother. She wasn't a mother. She wasn't, she didn't raise me like a mother. She raised me like more of a best friend type. So I was able to do what I wanted to do, and I ain't had no business doing it.
So she was like my mother. She said it. That was not my mother. She was more like my friend, because her mother made that her sister daughter. You ain't my daughter. You my sister. We have fun. Your boyfriends come in.
Lack of accountability on the mom. I don't have to parent you. You could be my friend, and I ain't responsible for none of your choices.
So are you homeless?
Yes.
Okay. And so how long have you been homeless?
Well, to be honest, as far as being homeless, I've moved to Atlanta for 2 weeks now. Okay, so within that range, it varies because I was in my home city, and you can be homeless in your home city also.
I mean, do you have a boyfriend or anything like that?
No, I'm currently single, so I felt as if I didn't need a male figure in my life right now because.
So you was in a relationship?
Yeah, I was in a relationship. He actually came up here to see if we were still in a relationship.
Obviously, she either stripping or she a lady of the night. She talking about, I feel like I don't need a man at this point in my life. Ladies, if this is not a walking, talking, living example of why you do need a man, or you will, come on, man. You'll say, I feel like I don't need a man right now. Well, that's why you homeless.
What you say? You're telling me you're falling out of love. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hope you get back somebody love you better than I did. Come on, future.
She belongs to the streets.
Welcome. Carpet for the Horse Productions. We back Saturday night evening show live from the ATL streets. What's going on, Mr. Walker?
Good evening. Good evening. Hey, Granny was hitting that high note. Listen in the future.
She was turned, wasn't she?
Man, see, all out of place. And that's what leads us to these. If you ask me, that's what leads us up to these Atlanta street interviews. Why is grandma trying to get all the way turned up at a Future concert? Ain't she supposed to be saying like Frankie Beverly and Maze or Switch, or something like that? She out there to observe Nug Nug Supremo singing.
All right, is Future like the modern day Teddy Pendergrass or something? I don't know.
No, that's a hard no.
I don't know. Only time would tell.
That's true, but no.
They flipping everything on his head.
That's true. You know what? Maybe I see where you're going with that. Maybe.
Yeah, 50 years from now, Future, he gonna be moderate, liberal, if you will.
You right.
Tell him what kind of artist gonna be out, in the future. So don't know.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, like you said, that segues. Here we are tonight, live from the Atlanta streets. There is a major problem going on in Atlanta as we speak. Y'all must understand, these are active interviews. This is not stuff that was like during the pandemic or, during the 2008 housing crisis or something. No, this is going on as we speak. These women are on the streets, and it ain't so warm in Atlanta right now. So, we're going to touch base and we're going to mine through these women and see if we can come up with some solutions so the babies can stop ending up on the streets.
Yes, because I know for sure that most young ladies out there that are trending towards homelessness say, oh, that can't be me, because they are so used to seeing how homelessness is depicted on TV, via dirt smudges on the face and, being all Raggedy Annish. But no, as y'all going to observe and probably already have observed, you can be homeless and look like you just left high school for the day, or, you're on your way, to the Walmart for your local bi-monthly grocery run, whatever the case may be. And that's what we really want to shine a light on, because I know for sure the famous last words is, that could never be me. You muted, Gav. You muted.
I was about to say, here we are, and people are going to say, how are so many women, young women, 18, 19, 22, homeless? And people are in the comments saying, well, even, women are out there with children, they saying that you can just go and get resources. Y'all don't understand. We live in a lot of these places, backwood country, small rural areas, where there are more resources than y'all think. Y'all don't even understand. So Atlanta is a real case showing the future, if you ask me. Check back in 20 years if these videos still up on YouTube. You're like, man, they was talking about this way back when they start removing these entitlement programs, i.e. Section 8, food stamps, all the vouchers and all that, where else are people going to go? Ashe, our dear brother Kevin Sanders, used to always shine light on this. He would say winter is coming, because when it's all dropped, where are women going to go, especially these women who say they don't need men? Not only like men in the form of a husband, don't need their daddies, don't need my uncles, nobody. So,
and it's my understanding now, winter being upon us, that there are literally parking lots filled with single Black women that are homeless. And why? And that's alarming, because colored folks don't make up the majority of the population. Don't you understand how the numbers are misconstrued? There should not be such a high concentration of homeless of this demographic in this area is extremely alarming. The homeless now are 20-year-old little girls. I'm sorry. They are 20-year-old young ladies, and they out here. They dazed and confused. They don't know which way is up. They think Glorilla is the way. They think they about to, make a bag off of Instagram or whatever, and they homeless in the process.
And you
Ain't
know
that
what?
working?
What's most alarming is a lot of these young women, and not only the young women, just a lot of the people in our community in particular, we live in squabbles so long and so much, and it's like being like nose drunk, right? You're in a house that stinks real bad, and you walk in there, don't nobody realize it stinks, but if you walk in, like, man, what's that? The hell is that smell? This is the same thing where you could be down bad so long to the point where you are homeless on the streets, but it's not even dawning on you that this is even as bad as it is, or not even that bad. Sometimes you could just be living in the project, living rough. Y'all know how this be, but everybody's blind to the fact of how bad it is.
Yeah, couch surfing is homeless, by the way. Crashing in somebody's, spare bedroom. These are degrees of homelessness. And we have heard some of these interviews, and they talk about it. The one sister said, oh, I wasn't all the way homeless. I had yet to have to sleep outside. Understand something. Whenever your standard living get to a point where you say, you know what? I know I got it rough right now, but I ain't truly homeless until I got to put head to concrete and endure the weather through the morning. That is a low place to be in.
And what's the overwhelming theme? These are women who were rebellious, didn't want to listen to their parents, either left home, ran away, quote unquote, got kicked out because they were, quote unquote, pregnant. There's a lot of reasons, and y'all need to start listening to y'all parents. And we're trying to save a generation of young women by doing these videos, because that's the overwhelming theme. And a lot of them don't need no man. They still got this crazy mentality. And like I said, the men can range from everybody from a husband to their own sons, daddies and all. I don't need nobody. So they pure mercenaries.
That's it. And the overall goal is to raise awareness. As my man Baldwin said, if I love you, I have to make you aware of the things you cannot see. And it seems like our generation and younger cannot see this pending doom, if you will, waiting on the horizon of homelessness if you choose to continue to be these rebels without a cause. Just don't want to take any guidance or don't have any guidance available to you. Whatever the case, these interviews show them all.
Straight like that. So if you have not yet, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Support the show. Hit the Cash App. The link's pinned in the chat. It's in the description. All right. We're going to cook for y'all this evening. Some of y'all just getting home, I know. Show, we just getting started. Don't worry, the grill, we just getting the charcoal warmed up. We need to put the meat on the grill. The meat ain't on the grill yet. Relax, them coals warming up. We're about to start cooking, though, so you want to get in here.
There you go. In the meantime, support your interest, support the channel. Please place the money in the bag, please, and thank you.
Yes, because we're going to cook, and we do need some money for the meat to put on the grill, if you catch my drift. So, you know what I mean? Without further ado, hit the like button. Shout out to everybody watching tonight. My man Eric Holland, Big E in the building. He sent 2 in 24 hours. Yes, sir. Stay on the horizon. Might be 3 in 24 hours.
Might be.
I don't know. Don't hold your breath for nothing, but it's possible. All right. We'll see how they do a number on us tonight with these ones. All right.
It's tough. Hey, feel free to grab your wine. Ain't nobody judging over here. We ain't saints. Grab your wine, because these can be a doozy. These are not feel good stories. They are not at all. So don't hesitate to get something to comfort yourself.
Straight like that. Get your popcorn. Shout out to Rashina. Said good night, folks. I know the first girl on the left is gonna be a problem, and I agree. You know, this girl on the left here
with the eyelashes, with the snuffleupagus eyelashes. Why you think she gonna be a problem?
And that's what we're gonna do. So she the first one out to the congregation. That's funny you said that. So we're gonna sit back, like we said, get your popcorn. And here we go. Hold on to you.
So I mean, did your dad know about like your past as far as like all that stuff?
Yeah,
okay,
he knew about me.
What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with the update. So how you doing today, young lady?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So listen, how's everything been since the last interview?
Since the last interview, everything been going definitely good. I finally have a place to stay now. Like, I'm not jumping from house to house. I got a job. I work at Taco Mac.
Okay.
And I'm just living life.
So where are you staying now?
I stay in Decatur.
Is it by yourself?
It's
or
a room and house.
Okay, room and house. Okay, good. Okay, and everything's safe there. Everything's copacetic. All right. Okay. And so I mean, so you know, did any of your people see the last interview or whatever?
Yes, they did, and my dad even said something about it. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I have to go out there and get it the way I get it. I was an escort, but I stopped doing that. So now, God blessed me with a job, and I guess that's how I'm gonna be making myself eat and stuff every day.
Okay. How old are you, by the way?
Jobs. I'm 25.
25. Okay. And so as far as the escorting goes, what age were you the first time that you did that?
I started escorting at 14 because I was taken advantage of by an older guy, and he put me in a gang. I was forced to do stuff I didn't want to do. So now that I'm older.
How did that happen at 14? So,
and he was like, how you felt with telling your story?
Man. Here we go. I mean, I guess that's what all these these piercings and stuff, you know, she trying to mask the trauma, or she ain't trying to mask anything. I guess she is trying to like back in day with like Indians and stuff, Indians and pilgrims, if you will, they would paint on their deletion face, if you will. So
there you go.
Maybe this is like her war face.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah, I mean, because looking at those piercings and stuff, me myself, I do. You know, I see a warrior, a war-torn warrior, and it sucks. You know, she talked about in her previous interview how, you know, she was taken advantage of, you know, around the age of 14, and it's that traumatic instance that propelled her into the game. And you know, it's these instances where we don't get too critical, because regardless of what their circumstances was, she was a little girl and it was wrong, and there ain't no way around it. But now so this is actually a follow-up street interview. So now she got her job. We got to take these dubs where they come. She was just talking about in the last interview how she was out here getting it how she live, getting it how she can get it, being an escort. And now she's talking about she got the job at the taco joint. She seemed to have a steady place to stay. Things on up and up.
Straight like that. So, yeah, like you say, you got to take the dubs where we can. So she said she on the phone where her dad seen the last interview, and he asked her, how do you feel about telling your story? Here we go. So let's see what this is about.
Yeah, that's...
I didn't want to do. So now that I'm older...
How did that happen at 14? So,
and he was like, how you felt with telling your story? And I was like, I felt good. I was emotional a little bit, but you know, you had to let some people know what's going on. So happily I got that out my chest.
So I mean, did they know that stuff?
Yeah, my dad did.
So he knew everything.
He didn't think I was gonna tell someone though.
Okay. Wow. Who else was involved in the story?
It was just me. I said no. It was just I was talking about my past of the dude. Remember beating on me and stuff.
Right.
That was it.
Did that dude see the video?
No, because we don't talk.
Okay. And so you haven't seen that dude or heard from that dude?
Nope.
Okay. And so I mean, did your dad know about like your past as far as like all that stuff?
Yeah, he knew about me doing something that I was not supposed to be doing, giving my body up. He knew all that stuff. Okay. He didn't like it, but now when I told him I'm working and stuff, it's like He finally got some stuff off his chest. He actually smiling more. He happy. He called me every single day. And, you know.
How does that make you feel?
It made me feel so good. At first, you know, it was hard a little bit to like actually explain to my dad like things that I went through and stuff like that, because I didn't have a mother figure and I just knew my dad was all I had. But then when everything started getting good with me and stuff, and I started explaining to my dad, like, I can do better, I can do better, I can change, you know what I mean? And I showed him that I can change. It's like, he feel good as a man now. Like, he called me every day, he check up on me. And it feel good to send my dad money when I know I can now, you know? But at first...
Here we go. Here we go.
And there you, as soon as this is seem like there's some twisted ass light at the end of this most dark tunnel, she's talking about she's sending her dad bread, and you homeless sending your dad money. Either I hope that's just cap and she having an episode, she having a fit, you know, she just on her high horse right now. But if that's true, and she actually is sending her dad money and he accepting it, that tells us who he is. Your daughter homeless, used and abused, and you receiving funds from her. That's a special kind of nug. That fits. That's like subcategory of the couch Negro. If you're taking money from this young lady, that's insane. That's insane.
Yes. So we know her dad is obviously homeless himself, maybe even, you know, on drugs or something. And she probably, I don't know. It's safe to assume, though. So
yeah. It's the fact that she's sending him bread. And let's get this understood. Since we own the topic, it is not okay to be asked. This is a hood norm. It is not okay for parents to be asking their children for resources. That's not okay. It's not. If Tyrone make to the NFL, stuff like that, these dreams come true, like winning the lotto, okay, we get it. We got to look out for each other. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about everybody just got to stay in the struggle bus now, because now, you know, young Johnny done went off to school and got him a trade job, and now he got to, you know, fork over at least $1,500 a month just to his mama and them, just to keep them afloat, because that is a hood norm. I did not know for sure or really experience a real family dynamic until I got married. You cannot give my father-in-law a damn thing. You can't give him nothing. He will give and give, but you can't give him nothing. My in-laws, I told my wife one day, I said, do you know what it's like for your parents to ask you for money and like demand it and need? I said, it is extremely stressful when you wrap your mind around it. And because she never had experienced that, because she grew up in a household without hood normals, and these things don't happen. In the regular world, folks, we pour into our children. We don't look to deplete and take away from. That's how we wind up with post sisters like this.
Straight like that.
I couldn't, but
okay. So are you like in a relationship or anything right now?
I'm not in a relationship.
Okay.
Not no more. I'm not worried about a man. I'm just worried about getting my life right.
No, that's
a man
right.
can wait.
I know that's right. Okay. So as far as it goes, like when you first did the interview, right?
Yes.
How did you feel versus how you feel now?
I mean,
how about the interview? About doing the interview?
It was kind of shocking the first time when I first started the interview, because I didn't really want no one to know my story. But then I got out the shot stage and started explaining and telling someone, because I had a lot of stuff built up in me. And I felt like by me expressing my feelings and expressing how I felt.
Real quick, y'all must understand, if y'all been to Atlanta, you know, these parks in Atlanta are filled with homeless people. Listen, they got their stereo system, you know, they got the boom balls going, got the trap music going. It's like a park club, you know, all that, rave, you know, all that. and they just be in these look at a lot of these interviews. Like he said, man, where does he find all these people at? It's like fish in the barrel. He just walked right down to his nearest park and just he can't miss.
So it's like a whole little homeless ecosystem. They got somebody got the speaker going. It's probably food vendors, street food vendors out there
selling hot dogs, all that
at retail at discounted prices, all that.
And after dark, you know what it is.
Yeah, after that's what. Oh man,
yeah. Atlanta is appearing to be a crap hole city. For what I'm, doing my research on, I know it's a lot of black folks there, and there's people doing good. But what's the flip side to when you got these places where people are doing good? I think you get the people at the very bottom; they do bad,
real
and when
bad.
The city is full, all people look like us. Normally, these bigger cities, you go to Los Angeles, there's homeless black folks, but they're not the majority, right? You go to these, when you start building these black cities like this, who gonna be the homeless people? Us.
And they young homeless, and they women. There's nothing more vulnerable than a homeless woman. This is a catastrophe. If you ask goofy old me, that's just me. I think this is the worst thing, one of the worst things I've ever seen in my lifetime, but that's just me.
Man.
It'll get stuff off my chest, so I actually felt outstanding to tell someone what I've been through. Everybody, it's not good to tell everybody your story, but it made me feel good as a woman because I got a lot of stuff off my chest, stuff that was built up in me.
Okay, and so, I tell you what, I get that all the time. Sometimes I just want to let the audience know that these are the reactions that I do get from 99% of interviewees, and so we really appreciate you. You know what I'm saying, telling your story. And so at this point, you're working, you got your own spot. So what's your plans on taking over the world?
I mean, all I can do now is, if I ever came up, I would love to make sure the people that's in my circle or people that's out here in the same situation that I was in, I like to give back. I want to give back to somebody that deserve it, because if it wasn't for someone out here helping me and becoming the person I am today, I would have been going through the same thing. You get what I'm saying? So now that I'm doing good and getting myself right, and if I became somebody and came with a lot, I would want to give back to the folks that need it. So,
okay,
yeah.
I can dig it, man. Well, listen, we really appreciate you taking the time, giving us this update. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help her, donate.
God bless her. As you can see, her cash out is Molly Guap. Y'all got to stop with this, man. Y'all got to stop.
Yeah. So if you feel moved, go ahead and hit up the old girl Molly Guap and send her some funds. And I tell you what, she seemed to have a good heart. And from my experience, it does seem like people that have been in the lowest places seem to be the ones most willing to help. And she said, if I ever got up, I would like to, help out the people, that help me and that's also out here. And that's dope. That's definitely honorable, to find yourself in a low place and say, you know what? All I really want to do is help other people in that low place up out of there. So I commend her on that, and I wish her the best. That one bet. Whoa, she still got more. Okay. I tell you what, I thought
nothing left. We got into it. Smooth landing. So if you watch it right now, hit the like button. We just getting into it. We just getting cooking. That's just the hot dogs. We just put the hot dogs on the grill.
Yeah.
Relax.
So
we ain't doing that. We ain't even start cooking yet, really.
So she wasn't okay. So it wasn't no spice or none to this. That was good. I actually feel good. I feel good because she on up and up. She's still in the shelter, but hell, she on up and up. I feel good. I feel optimistic.
Yeah. We ain't even start like I said. We ain't put the steaks and stuff on yet. Them just the wieners.
Okay, that's for the kids, huh?
Yeah, get your buns. Y'all go relax now. Now here we go. We're gonna really crank the heat up now, if you will. So that was her. She appears to be getting back on her feet, as we want all these young women to be doing. But as we start going down this hole a little deeper, some women, they aren't so
I'm
fortunate.
curious.
So we're gonna mine through it.
And okay, so before we get into this next one, because oh boy, I got a feeling it's gonna be a doozy since we're cranking that Peter Brown here. Like I said, we are here to shine a light on these grim realities. Okay, shine a light and share awareness so that the young people know what's going on. And you don't have to be in tatter rags and dirt smudge in order to be homeless. You can be, like I said before, you can be homeless and not look it so much. So take heed, young ladies. Please take heed to this warning.
There you go. So, like you said, we'll get into this next woman. Let me see where we can catch her at here.
So when did you start doing the girly thing?
See what this brother got going on.
Got a young lady with us today. So are you homeless, miss? You're not even close to homeless, right? So I caught you going to work. Okay, so you work in one of these restaurants around here. Okay. So how you doing today?
I'm okay.
Okay, good. So how old are you?
I'm 21.
21. So yeah, I mean, you know, I'm out here on Candler Road, you know, just kind of saw you or whatever. And we was just having discussion. So so you're serving tables right now. Okay, and so how often do you do that?
On Fridays and Saturdays.
Fridays and Saturdays? Okay, okay. And so I mean, as far as it goes, like, you know, typical night, you know, how much you making, you know, from serving the tables?
Like up to like $400 if I do a good job.
Well, what's the average night?
Like at the lowest I make like
$250?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's decent. Okay. And so I mean, so what are you doing, like, you know, during the week, Monday through Friday?
I got like a side hustle.
A side hustle? Okay, what's the side hustle?
I don't know if I should tell y'all.
Well, I mean, is it something that we can come see somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay, where can we come see you?
Can't tell you God.
So I mean, why don't you want to say what it is? Are you like ashamed of it or something, or?
No, I'm not ashamed, but I don't know, I'm a conceited person. I don't like everybody in my business.
Well, right, but I mean, if it was something that, you know, like for instance, if it was something that people were
So here we are, young pretty girl. What she say? She's 21, fresh out of high school, probably prom queen. Now she's on the pole, and she don't want nobody to know, especially if she don't want you to know where she at. Because like she said, she part of this new internet Snapchat era. She ain't, you know, post sister. And I don't know what y'all call that, a lace front or whatever's going on, but something coming up. Something bad. That's something bad going on. I ain't too critical myself, but man.
I am. I tell you what, so she out here talking in code, talking about, you know, wait tables and this and that. So she out here. Let's get something clear. She trying to
cut you off, but this is like back in the day when brothers, they say, "What you do?" Motherfuckers say, "I do construction." Everybody in the streets and doing, you know, selling whatever. Everybody do construction.
Yeah.
Wait tables. They say like big stuff.
So she waiting tables. and you know how y'all say, you know, whenever these goofy dudes, we say, "Oh, what do you bring to the table?" And the woman say, "I am the table." Well, she is the table, and it's getting served up nightly. Understand? She is streetwalker out here. Ain't no tables being waited. So she out here in these streets hardcore. She's stripping. She's selling the box. All crazy. This is
extremely vulnerable. I mean, impressionable. I mean, this is the girl, like you said. God hand you $100 to, you know, come on now. Y'all done watch the videos. Y'all see how this goes and how easily they impress.
Yes. This is bad, man. But these post sisters like this is just ignorant. They don't know what they don't know. They got little to no guidance, or they just 100% rebellious. And this one where she has no idea, just like how vulnerable she is. They have no idea the position that they in. That's why they sit there and they put on this front like everything under control and kosher. You one bad decision from your last decision. It's the best way I could put it.
Straight like that. Seriously. And before we get going, shout out to Big E for the Cash App. My man, good look. We appreciate it. Make
Big
sure
E.
y'all hit the Cash App, support this show.
Big E trying to file us on his taxes. Appreciate you, Big E. Love you, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Like we said, hit the like button. Share this video with especially women. Y'all got to share this amongst yourselves and talk about this stuff. Somebody got to find solutions.
There you go. Please. Here is the service with Cart Before the Horse Productions. Share these videos. Show these young rebellious girls, y'all nieces, y'all daughters, whomever. Show them what's waiting on the end of that rebellious road. Show them, because there's hundreds of examples. These young ladies, they're not 30. They 21. They 21. And all of them ain't had terrible upbringings either, as you'll hear. Some of them like, I had normal upbringing, but now I'm out here and I'm doing this. So please share these videos to spread awareness. It's like people have no idea the droves of homeless women that are in Atlanta.
Because I know we didn't up to maybe a month or two ago. We had no clue.
There you go. Until we saw this brother doing the Atlanta street interviews, and we said, whoa, you know, this is definitely something we would like to shine the light on. So, yeah, please share these videos. Thank you.
Historically proud of, you know what I'm saying? Then they would just say it. But I guess, why is it that that's something that, you know, you do it for a profession, you go up on stage, you walk around, you do it, you know, whatever. Why are you ashamed to say that?
Because, like, not necessarily ashamed, but I can't think of the word. Like, I don't know. I just don't like everybody in my business. Like, I feel like it's certain stuff everybody should know.
Well, I get it, but I mean, okay, so we got an idea of what you're talking about. We'll get back to that in a second. We'll put a pin in it. So, real quick, do you have any kids?
Yeah.
Okay, how many? One. How old?
He is 1 year old.
1 year old. And so, as far as it goes, like, the dad is are you guys together or whatever? No? Is he involved in his life? Okay, he's good dad, all that good stuff. All right, and so, were you guys like in a relationship at the time, or okay?
I was.
She just went through that whole dialogue. She ain't fucking say one word. I can't stand. She just kept shaking, nodding, wild. I said, you don't stop.
Shit, I was thinking that. I was like, she would not. She just shaking her head the whole time. That stuff my daughter Nadia tried to do. I say, Nadia, say, shake your head at me one more time.
I guess you're right. I guess that's like a young girl, Arrested Development here.
There you go. Yes. Sitting there shaking. Folks, adults out there in TV land, don't be shaking y'all head to answer questions. You look like you're a little off. Don't do that. Just sitting there.
Especially like 6 or 7 in a row. Like, man.
Yeah, she just sitting there just shaking her head. Just
now I think you being you deceiving or something.
There you go. Now I think you being funny. I don't think you take it seriously. And just like this conversation, this interview she having, she is not showing this interview the utmost respect. She just like, yeah, she looking off. She really won't even look up. You know what this is.
Embarrassed half. You gotta understand. She's just removed from high school. Like I said, she probably was a cheerleader. All her friends are probably in college doing well. She don't want this light shining on her when everybody around her probably doing well at this age.
Can't have such little faith. You gotta. I ain't even gonna get into it. But yeah, so what? She talking about she conceited. You ain't got no time to be conceited.
Huh.
Black folks coming from poverty and not being too many generations removed from the plantation. And I include myself, but I work, dang it. You're bougie and conceited and got no need to be. Like I said, like, who cares that people know that you having a hard time out here, sister? So what? That is what it is. Why be worried about it if you got greater aspirations for the future and you're gonna put in the work? Just so what? It's a hard time.
There you go. Greater aspirations for the future and know you're gonna put in the work. You gotta remove that whole section from the conversation. And that's why they saying it, because that ain't there.
Oh, and then here you are. So this is I I hate to say it, but it's the only way now to put it. This is a hopeless situation.
Yeah, she already got a kid, that dude. So let's see, man. I was about to say she probably ain't got no kids, but here we are.
With him since I was 15.
Since you sound like a high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 22.
22. So you guys like pretty much around the same age. Mm-hmm. And so I mean, so what happened to that relationship? It was going on for a while, and then you had a kid, and then what happened?
A lot. Everything was okay at first, but like I don't know.
Turn towards the sun. Turn towards the sun.
I necessarily wanted to, I don't know, go back to my mama's house after I had my baby.
So y'all were living together?
Yeah, because we was like arguing a lot, and I just feel like we needed time away from each other. And so he got mad, I guess, and we was arguing about something one day, and then he put his hands on me, and so after that, we broke up.
Okay, and was that the first time that he did that?
The last.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you know, hey, congrats for recognizing it the first time. I mean, have y'all spoken since then?
We got a child together, of course.
Well, right, of course. So, I mean, have y'all talked about that incident?
Yeah, it's okay.
So what was his response or whatever to that?
Like, of course, when words are exchanged, you know, people, emotions take over.
Well, right, but what I mean is now, you know, like after emotions.
Yeah, at this point, I'm eager for her to start. I want them to start getting into the parents. Now I need answers. Who are these people?
There you go. And this, I hate the way she talking about emotions take over when you exchange words. Y'all got to stop excusing this reckless behavior. You can't control what comes out of your mouth. Start there. Like you can't be reckless with your tongue. You can't just be saying anything. And you got to take some accountability. There's never any excuse for a man beating or whooping on a woman. And here's the thing, man. They love saying, "Oh, he put his hands on me." Y'all know that was mutual combat in whatever house they was in. That was mutual combat. They was going at it. And they love making it seem like, you know, oh, he got mad. We was arguing, so I said I'm going to my mom's house.
And if it wasn't mutual combat, you didn't call police, you didn't put them people in his life. So I ain't trying.
There you go. It was mutual combat. It was wild in that house. It was furniture moving. Y'all both was wild and young and shouldn't have been having no babies, obviously, because here you are out here tricking, and the baby with him is just bad, real bad.
It was cooled down.
I mean, yeah, he apologized. You know, we okay now, but you know, it's just certain stuff you can't go for.
Did he like go to jail or anything for that?
No, I didn't call the police.
Okay.
I ain't no police at home. But
and here, turn all the way towards the sun. Turn all the way towards the sun.
I ain't no police at home, but
okay.
No, I didn't call the police out here.
I ain't no police 304. Why I'm gonna call the police? Exactly, because it was mutual combat. Just wanted to shine more light on that.
There you go. Mutual combat. Y'all got to stop that. Y'all can't be out here bucking up y'all chest like gorilla and hitting these goofy nug dudes and then want to cry damsel in distress. Oh, he put his hands on me after his goofy self then hit you back. Stop it. Stop. Take some accountability for your whole life. Would you please?
I just, you know, separated myself. I feel like, well, I mean, yeah, he would have went to jail, but then who was gonna watch my baby?
So, just thinking practically, right? Like,
okay, you feel me? If he go to jail when I'm at work.
So who watches the baby most of the time?
Me and my mother.
Okay, so the baby's with y'all most of the time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he has him on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay. So, I mean, as far as it goes, like, does your mom know that you do the other stuff, the side hustle?
Mm-mm.
No? Why haven't you told her?
Because I feel like that ain't her business.
But, I mean, do you think that she would feel a way about it? Why?
So, because, like, that's not what she probably imagined for me.
Because she at home watching your baby, first and foremost. And I would imagine that ain't what she imagined for you. But I'm at home watching the baby. You telling me you at Arby's or something? Here you at Magic City. Whoa.
Yeah, they need to stop acting like these family dynamics is just normal. Everything is in place. Resources are always low, and there's always strain in the house in these circumstances. There is always strain. Time is short, money is short, patience is short. Y'all know how volatile these situations be, and these be y'all norms. Waking up every day with these wild ass existences. Ain't no way.
Yeah, this I said she ain't tell her mama, so let's see.
It's like, that's not what she probably imagined for me to do.
So I mean, so let's go back to the beginning. So where you from?
Michigan.
You from Michigan? You from Flint? Hey, up in Flint, or did you grow up down here?
I grew up like half and half.
Okay, so growing up in Flint, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
Until I was like 4 years old. Then my father passed away. And then
Your father passed. I'm sorry to hear about that.
Thank you.
How did he pass?
He had a brain aneurysm.
Ooh, yeah, I know about those. My mom had one my freshman year in college, and so I know how deadly they can be. 1 out of 4 people that have them die instantly. Yeah. So, all right. So, sorry to hear about that. So you pretty much grew up with your mom. Okay.
So that's what I was hitting on. I said I wanted to hear about the parents, and there you go. She grew up without her father, so now we can start this. A lot of this can start making a lot more sense, especially to myself. Like this could make perfect sense. Her existence.
Yes, it do. And we always say, whenever it get desperate like this, you got to say, where the parents, where the mama, where the daddy. Daddy absent. It's very easy to connect all the dots back to that.
And that shows you why fathers are so important. And that's the overall point. Single mothers and all that. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. This type of stuff is more than likely to be the results in some capacity. It may not be this grim, right? They may not be on the streets. As this girl's not on the streets, they may be stuck in your house for a lifetime. Or they stuck in the projects. They're stuck in the projects for a lifetime, or they stuck in mama's house for a lifetime. And y'all cohabitating. One way or the other, don't say why fathers are not important, why y'all don't need a man, quote unquote. That's just foolishness.
And like I said earlier, there are degrees of homelessness. Just like she may not be out there sleeping on the street or in a shelter, but she's living with her mom, and she over the age of 21. She got a kid. She need her own place, so she's homeless. Y'all know how that dynamic go. And she probably, if anything, she probably got a hard time getting out of her mom's house because her mom is demanding some of them resources. Please don't ever get that twisted. That's another thing. It ain't like she just able to sit there and stack her money and get in a position where she can move out. No. The cable bill need paid. She needs something on them lights, water. Y'all know how that go.
So straight like that. Now I understand, don't come in here, the people that will say, about putting your kids out and stuff like that. We ain't talking about that. What we talking about is the what's the solution? She should not have a child in the first place. Damn sure not by Nug Nug. If this child ain't by the Prince of England, you shouldn't have him. And this is why we talk about marry before you carry. Y'all can say what y'all want. Obviously, this goes for all of us. We can't reverse the hands of time, but for y'all to say this is not a great solution going forward, you just being the a-hole, because it is. Now, obviously, if you the hit dog, you're the hit dog, as we all are. But don't say it's not the best solution just because you didn't practice it.
Straight like that. Yes. Like Gavin said, some of us are the hit dog. And that, you got to understand, we have made every light of so many things. Back in the day, a kid had out of wedlock, it's called a bastard child for a reason. There's so many of us, we all bastard children, and we see the struggles of bastard children. It is not good. It's not. So we got to understand and stop turning a blind eye to the term bastard child. Being a bastard child myself. Stop with the bastard children. Like Gavin said, things happen, but we got to do better moving forward. And that seems to be an issue in the Black community. They say, you know what? How dare you say something? You ain't no better, yada, yada, yada. So you can't speak on the matter. No. And that's why our community is in the shape that it's in. No one dare say anything. No one dare talk about these post sisters out here homeless in Atlanta. No one dare say anything because they don't want the rest of the crabs at the bottom of the barrel pulling them back down. To heck with that. Shine a light on it. You got to eat it.
Okay, did you have a stepdad or anything like that at any point?
Yeah, but you know, he recently passed away in 2021.
I'm sorry to hear about that. Sorry to hear about that. How did he pass?
I believe he had a heart attack. He had one before, but like the last one that he had, it messed him up real bad. And like his brain started swelling and everything. And like he...
Hold on. Now, who is her mama? The Black Widow? How are these men just winding up like this? I hope they looking closer at this kind of. I mean, seriously, with all due respect, man,
yeah,
something fishy. I mean, same men, they die, their brains and stuff, and they keep winding up with your mama. Is she driving men crazy? What's going on?
Yeah, like seriously, man. These stories be twisted. We gotta understand something. I agree. I would like to see and meet this. Not meet her. I would at least like to see a still image of her, from afar, and just lay eyes on her and see what we dealing with. Cause come on, from her recollections, the last two men, or her actual father and her stepfather, both died of extreme and severe brain complications. Aneurysms and then brain swelling. With the stepdad via a heart attack. I don't know how your brain swell up from a heart attack, but it's safe to say, health was just terrible, probably big, heavy dudes. And that's the thing. I'm a little naive, but these was most likely some big old blowed out dudes.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? So they all, like she said, he already had a heart attack, but this was the second one, really messed him up, made his brain swell up. He probably had the gout and all that. So that's unfortunate because
that was my immediate spidey senses just start, me. But,
yeah.
Well,
yeah,
All right. Nothing to see here.
They say they had to crack his skull because his brain was swelled up so bad. Like, I didn't understand that, but.
And so you grew up with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I got 2 sisters, 3 brothers.
And where are you? Brothers. Okay, where are you in the birth order?
My mom got 4 kids. My daddy got 2 other kids. We don't have the same mother.
Right.
But
as far as your mom, as far as you growing up in the house, where are you in the birth order?
I'm the second.
Okay. All right. And so, I mean, growing up, would you say you had like a fairly normal childhood? Good childhood? You went to high school, did all that?
Yeah, graduated 2020.
Okay, 2020? That was the year of COVID. So did you get to walk or whatever? Man, that sucks. I feel so bad for y'all. I ain't gonna lie, man.
So
it really is the worst. What high school did you go to?
I went to Lithonia High School.
You went to Lithonia? Hey, man. Shout out that L-Town, man. Shout out Lithonia High School.
Yeah, I actually was a female wrestler. I used to wrestle there.
You was a wrestler? Oh, shit.
Shout out to Coach Kano because he taught me everything I know.
A female wrestler? And we talking about wrestling. When we talk about WWF, we talking about like wrestling, rough and tough rugby style wrestling.
I tell you, that's impressive. Wrestling is one of the, if not the most toughest and physically demanding sports. And she out here whole wrestler. I believe it. I mean, hey, that's not really surprising to me at all. Good for her. She out here having a rough time in life. She gonna need all those skills, for sure. She might need to know how to like her. And there we go. So now that y'all know she was a whole wrestler in high school, what's the chances that was mutual combat with her?
Bring that full circle for him.
Come on, man. Stop playing with me. Y'all see what this is.
Not only mutual, she probably had that brother in the cross-face crippler up in there. Come on.
All that. You know what I mean? And here's my theory. Sisters like this, I am one of the people that would say that some women are forced into masculine positions. If you ask me, she then saw her biological father passed away from a brain aneurysm. He probably wasn't in the best of shape. And then I'm gonna go ahead and condemn her stepfather, who just passed away, as being fat and blowed out. A lot of these sisters don't even get to see a respectable, presentable male figure. And I just don't think that's fair. They just don't, outside of some celebrity on TV or an athlete, and that's bull jive. And that's my theory. So if you ask yourself, oh, how do these sisters end up wanting to be wrestlers and boxers and trying out for the football team? If you ask me, lack of true masculinity. You'd be having these big old fat dudes in the hood pretend to be tough because they big and fat. Stop.
There you go.
But yeah, that's unfortunate. So she actually had two father figures, but if you ask me, it don't seem like really either one of them was in any good condition to really be a good role model or influence.
I.e. her observable reality. So
yes, sir.
Hey man, shout out Coach Kano, man. I would have never guessed that. Like looking at you now with this kind of girly appearance that you have and everything.
I never used to be like this.
You was a tomboy? So when did you start doing the girly thing?
Like, I'm gonna say like 11th grade, 12th grade.
So that's kind of when it kicked in?
A little bit. I started with eyelashes and stuff like that. I used to didn't do none of that. It was just lip gloss.
Did you ever like deal with women?
I plead the fifth.
So okay. So let me ask. So did you deal with women first or men first?
Men. I'm team men all day.
Well, I get it, but I mean these days, y'all young ladies these days. I have daughters, so I know.
Here we go. More of this sexual liberation. It's reaching. That's why we shine the light, y'all. This hits on so many different fronts. There's so many issues going on at the same damn time in the community. It's unsurmountable. We are doomed effectively. There is no saving the masses. We're just trying to get a few scoundrels here and there. Let's get that understood.
That's all. Yeah, we have come to the grim reality a while ago that can't save everybody, but if we can spread a little awareness and maybe get some people that's on the fence and get them onto the right side, then glory be. But there will be a mass amount of casualties. So yeah, can't save everybody for sure.
Straight like that. Ain't trying to either.
And you know what? It drives me nuts the way these women will, they make light and a joke of anything. He's sitting there talking about, you ever mess with a woman and not showing how she plead the fifth and it's all funny and laughing, ha, key, like you still in high school. No, you 21 years old, out with a whole kid, you in shambles. Ain't nothing funny. Ain't nothing funny. No, I never understood that. If I'm losing, ain't a damn thing funny. You understand? There's nothing comical if I'm down bad. Ain't nothing funny. I never understood that, but they laugh, kiki, ha, joking like the shit's cute. It's not cute. It's not. I hate her whole, I'm not saying she should be out here depressed and woe is me, but humility, got some weight to it, man. Show some humility. Show some concern for your situation, at least. I ain't saying be depressed and mopey, but I'm not out here kiki, ha, yeah, I plead the fifth on that. What the freak is so funny right now?
Delusions, pure delusion.
That's all, and ain't nothing good about being delusional. Ignorance is not bliss. To heck with that. Ignorance is ignorance. How about that?
Trust me, I read the text, okay? I read the text, okay? So at what point did you start dealing with women? Like I said, I have daughters, so I'm interested. I want to know. I want to know how it works. Nah, come on now. We already said we said the other thing. That's fine, but
No.
Well, I just want to know. I'm curious.
My mom might see this. She is not.
Well, don't you think that maybe your mama should know who you are?
Hell no.
You just want to have a representative to your mama.
No, she needs to think I'm the beautiful angel.
No, she needs to know that you're a real person. You think your mama dumb? You think your mama don't know that you're a real person? You probably got some stuff going on.
She know I'm a real person. But
so what she think?
You got a whole child talking about I want my mom to think I'm a perfect angel. Y'all got to stop that. And parents, y'all got to stop being so naive with these damn kids. Call a spade a spade. Y'all know y'all can. Quit saying my baby's so good. Not my baby. Come on, man. She down on Candler Road. If you know anything about Atlanta, Candler Road is not where you want your children. I promise you.
I don't know nothing about Candler Road, but I do.
Yeah, you hear all the rappers talking about it. You hear
okay.
It's an infamous place.
Okay, that's the trap. All right. I see the background. It don't look too appealing, but yeah, this sister here, she don't want to talk about her lesbian exploits. And like Gavin said, parents, we got to stop being so naive and act like these kids. There you go. Y'all know how y'all was when y'all was 14, 15, 16. Lord knows I know how I was. Stop playing dumb. Stop. That's another thing. We need talking about, sexual maturity needs to stop being so taboo in the urban community. Because if y'all phone gonna beat the phone, these cell phones gonna beat y'all parents to it. And that's bad. Last thing you need your child to do is learn about their sexuality via these terrible phones, because it's going to teach them all wild, wrong, wonky, self-destructive stuff. So that's the biggest thing I think Gav's talking about. We got to stop being so naive. Stop acting like your son, your daughter ain't about to take a strong interest in the opposite sex. Relax, this coming, just like you did. So stop that whole angel thing and stop being a fool.
Seriously. Talking about I don't want my mama to know. Come on now, your mama know. Your mom just being ignorant as you.
She watching her kid right now. Watching.
Come on, man.
What you do at night during the week? She think you going to Bible study?
Yep.
Bible study at the Blaze. That ain't how it work, man.
Yes, it do.
Your mama been here, done that. Trust me, she ain't no dummy.
I mean, yeah, but I ain't finna tell them my damn stuff. When we started doing that?
Oh, on this channel, like long time ago. Listen, this is what we do. We're transparent. Mm-hmm. We're transparent on this channel, so it's not to embarrass you or anything like that. It's for all of us to gain understanding. It's for all of us to learn more about each other. You know what I'm saying? And stop hiding. Stop being secretive about this and that, so we can learn. It'll help the person that's watching this story to understand their daughter that's your same age, that may have gone through some of the stuff or may be thinking the way that you're thinking. Mm-hmm. They don't get it, the parent, but they may watch this video and say, you know what, that's kind of the same thing my daughter was trying to explain to me and I couldn't hear it from her. Mm-hmm. But watching this young lady makes me get it. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's really just about kind of helping people to understand us. Mm-hmm. And so again, it's not to say like, oh, you should be embarrassed or anything like that, but we just want to know, like, as a young lady, I have teenage daughters. Mm-hmm. I'm interested to know, like, how those things kick in and when does it switch? So, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, enlighten me. Give me something. I'm a dad. I'm an older guy. Tell me how this works.
I mean, it just come about your mentality. Like, when I was, like, 12, 13 years old, I used to cut grass, like, I never, my mama always taught me, like, always have your own. She didn't tell me, no, you need to go out and get a job, but I don't know, I just always wanted to have my own everything, and I work hard. Like, it's not necessarily about what you're doing to do it, as long as you're not, like.
So, she said, mama told me always have my own. This is a young girl who used to wrestle and cut grass. She's apparently masculine. According to her, and her mama told her, have your own. You don't need no man. Y'all got to stop this.
And we see where this po thing so confused. She went from cutting. Listen, y'all gotta pay attention to the trauma and the hurt and the pain in her face. For one, she ain't really taking this conversation seriously. She's sitting there, She go, this poor brother to death. They're arresting the head and just shaking her head and Then what was a character on the Little Rascals' name was because all he said was And she's saying here she's not taking this seriously at all. At all. She went from back to her confusion. She went from wrestling, cutting grass, being a tomboy to homeless and stripping with a kid. Houseway. How you go from being a wrestling, grass cutting tomboy to homeless with a 1-year-old child and you stripping and most likely doing
by the age of 20, doing all this.
By the age of 20.
Past life, just a whole whirlwind.
Come on. And you know what's amazing? She really has yet to say anything negative. I guess she didn't say too much negative about her father.
Not to cut you off, that show you how destructive and contagious this culture is. Then you just hit on how this culture and these cell phones can get a hold of your baby, your tomboy grass cutting baby, and turn her into a lady of the night. Y'all must understand.
That quick. So understand why this alarm is being raised. That's a heck of a transition. She went from being a grass cut and wrestling tomboy to being pregnant. Having a whole kid, stripping, homeless by 20. How did we get here? She has yet to say anything bad about her father figures or about her mom. If you ask me, there's really no accountability anywhere. Somebody is to blame.
Because we act like this is a hood normal. We can't just sit here and act like this is supposed to happen in any capacity. This ain't it. We gotta stop. Because this is more common than not for a 21-year-old girl in the urban community. This is more common than not.
There you
Pregnant
go.
by 21, back home living with mama, and the struggle is on now.
There you go. Understand. Like Gavin said, this is a hood normal. So where other cultures will other cultures will see this as a complete and utter failure. As parents, everything, like we just failed, it's all bad. Don't know how we're gonna come back from this. We're gonna hope for the best. But in our culture, this is just a rite of passage. That's where you're wrong.
She'll figure it out. She's still young. She'll figure it out. What was you doing when you was 21? Yada fucking yada yada. I'm sick of y'all with that. Quit acting like some of this stuff is a rite of passage. Some of these people are doomed to never return. Y'all send them into that forest and they never come out.
They never come back. They not equipped for it. And that's what we got to stop acting like these struggles are rites of passage. They're not. They should not happen. The creatures that emerge out of these circumstances and make something of themselves are amazing. But you can't expect that to be the path of every child growing up in the hood. Because there's going to be an extreme amount of casualties, don't you see?
Yeah, we got to stop that. She's young. She got time. What were y'all doing when y'all was young? That got to be the dumbest shit I hear people say in my life. I just can't stand it. Like, why do y'all say that? Y'all know these people. Show me all these results and these examples where people are recovering from these circumstances. Show me. Not one person. Show me more than 50% of the time where this is working out.
There you go. We can't say she young. She still got time because Mr. Six Figures that probably was looking at her before she had a kid and all this. Now he ain't. Don't you understand? Every woman out here, for the most part, wants to live a soft lifestyle. They all want Mr. Six Figures. They all want to be happy, yada, yada, yada. Understand that a rite of passage does not disqualify you from life experiences. It shouldn't. There we go. If you got to go through something that's going to disqualify you from having a chance at a pursuit of happiness and fulfillment, it ain't a rite of passage. It's something that should be avoided like the plague. And being a young girl, a single mom, and homeless, this should be avoided like the plague.
I don't know. Just don't go too deep. Like,
you talking about
don't lose yourself, you know?
Well, I was talking about as far as the ladies, though. I was talking about as far as dealing with ladies, being a young lady, dealing with other young ladies. Was that a situation that you decided to do that? Like, you kind of were the aggressor, or did someone, did another young lady, like, kind of was, aggressive towards you and kind of convinced you to do it?
No, it wasn't like that or nothing like that. But I ain't even go, like, the whole mile, like, no.
So it was just like kissing and stuff, or?
I don't know, like, not, I don't know, not too much.
I mean, there's a song called I Kissed a Girl, so that seems to be something that, happens.
Yeah, but then I ain't gonna say I ain't like it, but I realized, like, I really didn't like girls like that.
Okay, so it was kind of like just a fad or something?
Like, my mama, and I asked my mama one day, like, if I was gay, like, would you not love me or some shit like that? And she was like, no, yeah, you my baby, I'm gonna accept you the way you is, but what make you feel like you like females? Like, what make you feel like that? Like, and I just, like, the reasons I was giving her was just not valid. Like,
they didn't make any sense.
Yeah, they pretty. Every female gonna think another female pretty. All females compliment each other. Like, oh, they got a nice body.
What age were you when y'all had that conversation?
I was like 13 or 13. I was in middle school though.
Okay.
But, and she was like, so would you have sex with a girl? Like, and I'm sticking to myself, like, hell no, I'm gonna be. But
so I mean, did you ever? No. Okay. So you never took it that far.
No.
Okay.
But that's when I realized, like, now that I'm older, went out and tried to experience, like, I guess that's just not for me.
Okay. So when did you and your baby daddies break up?
Like 2020. What?
And so have you had like a boyfriend since then?
I mean, yeah, a couple on the sides,
Couple little guys, couple.
Not too serious.
Little rotation here and there, little rotation.
In the rotation.
Oh boy, you feel me? A little rotation. This young girl so lost. It ain't even funny. This is sad. This is our culture. These are the babies we create. These are the babies. There's no accountability. Sexually liberated. She do what she want. She lying. About 50% of stuff coming out her mouth is a lie, or just pure deflection or deception. So
she's talking about she had a little rotation. Ladies, it's impossible to move like a man. You can't do that. It never works out in the end. Come on, I got a little rotation. You homeless. You got your 1-year-old child. You in a bad way. You out here stripping. You talking about a little rotation. Stop the delusion. Stop the self-destructive behavior. You ain't got no little rotation. They got you in rotation. You goofball. Stop.
Man.
Stop.
But not too serious. I just been chilling. I ain't trying to cuff these niggas. I'm trying to get to their bag.
I mean, was before these other guys.
I ain't trying to cuff these Negroes. I'm trying to get to this bag. What bag?
Nug, where you at, man? Where Nug at?
Uh-oh. Somebody done called him an Uber. There you go.
Easy work, dog. She at the local script club, all that. This easy work, dog. Easy work.
Y'all gotta start with this bag talk. It's okay. Maybe I'm off base. Cause maybe it's just such a vague term that to me maybe means something, but to people, bag can just simply mean money, if you will.
Any amount,
just anything. It just mean like just
twos and fews.
Like it means something, but to these people, words don't mean shit. So when you say somebody talking about getting to a bag, you think somebody get 6 figures, buying property, doing amazing things, a CEO somewhere, a bag. Not somebody who work at Arby's or Wendy's, whatever.
There you go.
Because you clocking in, getting some type of income, y'all calling that a bag. I guess it is a bag, because here we go. We think about big bag. This is a small bag, like a Crown Royal bag. Fuck.
Let me find out y'all out there chasing Crown Royal bags. Y'all out there chasing purple velvet bags. Listen, a bag, Gavin, right? A bag to me is enough bread that can change your life or sustain a standard of living. If you ain't out there acquiring these kind of bags, yeah, you keep the Crown Royal bags, man. It's all about progressing and or maintaining a quality standard of living. What is a quality standard of living? Paying all your bills on time, being able to put fuel in your car, having life insurance policies, having insurance on damn near everything if you got kids and a family, being 100% resourceful, a quality standard of living. Quality, everything goes smooth. When you got a quality standard of living, you won't find yourself at the Walmart checkout, and find out that them stamps ain't hit like a brick, and now y'all got to abandon the cart with the rest of the government stimulus package recipients.
So there you go. Speaking of the bag, make sure y'all drop a little something in our Crown Royal bag. We got a little Crown Royal bag. Nothing crazy. You hear me? Go ahead, support the show. Hit the cash app. Be generous. The links pinned to the top of the chat. It's in the description. It's nice and easy. Click it. It won't take you away from the show. You'll still be watching while you supporting at the same time. So
straight like
do that if you can. Hit the like button. Share this video, as we keep saying, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, most importantly.
Straight like that.
Was your baby daddy the only guy that you was ever with?
Hell yeah. Like, that was my nigga. Like, we was like, man, like, I ain't fuck with nobody but him.
Do you still love him?
Hell yeah, it's my dog.
Do you still romantically love him?
Yeah, a little bit. Cause like it's just the history. Like I've been with him.
I mean, if you love him, just say it. You ain't gotta sit and explain to us. You ain't gotta sit and do all. Just say it if that's what it is. Do you think he still loves you?
Yeah.
So why don't y'all get back together and form the family again? He crazy. So what is this? Is he like a street type guy? Is he like got his stuff together?
He go to work. He a working man. He a great provider.
So what's the crazy part?
Crazy.
Give me an example. Y'all have a kid together. He's a provider. So what's the problem?
Then I need to stay in the house. I need to do what he say. I don't even gotta go to work. I ain't no goddamn dog.
Order 66 in full effect. Here we go, Dobney. What's going on? You said this is a good guy, quote unquote. We're going to take your word, even though I think, like I said, 50% of stuff is a lie. Here I am taking your word. So here we go. Let's say this is a good man, providing man, all these things you talking about. He controlling. I ain't no damn dog. Come on, man. Y'all got to stop.
Here we go. There's no mercy for this one here. You out here struggling on the pole, and you just said with your own mouth that he a good provider, man. He go to work. He ain't in the streets. He want me to stay home. He don't even want me to go to work. But you said, I ain't no dog. I ain't staying in the house. I'm young. I'm 20. Because all her aunties and probably her mammy telling her how young she is and how she need to go out there and get her city girl life going. And now she out here stripping, and the dude helped. Listen to her. He take care of the kid. He doing his part. He go to work. He do all that, but she just can't sit her fast ass down somewhere. What sane woman sit here has a kid talking about she still love him and he love her, but she won't sit down. There's an allure out there in them streets that she currently in right now. And there's an allure in them streets in that local script club, and she can't leave it alone. Them streets is calling her. She is for the streets, my baby. She just said it. She said this man tried to damn, I feel like I done seen this story before. Man, it took you in young. Y'all had a kid. Say, you know what? I'm gonna take care of you, but there's some rules and regulations over here. We're gonna move accordingly. And she just can't sit her ass down. So now she wanna go. Okay.
Real talk. So at this point, brother, I feel like you're going through a lot of abuse. If you listen to me, I think you just need to.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please.
I tell you what. Me and my Negroes, we seem to be batting 1,000 with these Jamaican women. Brother, you need to go ahead and find your nice Jamaican woman and settle on down. Because this one here, this street walker here, who is proudly for the streets, look at her. That she knows she a little cutie and she got something going and she getting that toxic wild validation at that local script club. And she can't leave it alone. Mr. Boring, Mr. Pipe Fitter or Amazon, whoever he is, ain't doing it for her.
Go ahead, brother. Divest yourself. SYSBM. Save yourself, black man. Go ahead.
I feel his pain. Come on, man. This dude, and she will not sit down. He love her. She won't sit down. She ain't sitting down no time soon. Then she gonna want to turn around later on in life after she done had all these oopsies and snafus and be like, hey, remember back a couple years ago when you want me to sit down? Hey, what about now? If he is who you claim he is, post sister, that opportunity will be long gone.
So you don't want to be like stay at home, do this. So you want to
go to work. I want to for 8 hours of the day get the f away from you, like, and get away from everybody, my baby, everybody. And
yeah, just kind of have your own life going on still.
You know, if anybody ever just with anybody too much, you'll get tired of their ass. Like,
I get it.
And that's just how I felt. Like, we was around each other so much.
But do you think it would benefit your? Do you have a son or a daughter?
A son.
Do you think it would benefit your son for y'all to be a nuclear unit, a nuclear family, mom, dad, and son?
Yeah, but it's fine like how it is right now because he got his mama and he got his dad. It ain't never a time when he ain't got both of us. Like.
Yeah.
Still the same way.
Okay, well, I can dig it. All right, well, listen, miss, we really.
And there we go. More of that modern hoodoo. They will rationalize anything. They will take chicken, you know what, and turn into chicken soup faster than you can blink.
They make up their own rules. Oh, he still got his mom and daddy, yada yada yada. No accountability. You ain't about to tell her nothing that's gonna make her change her mind. She just stood there and said, I need to get away from my man and my baby at least 8 hours a day. I need to go out and do me. I need my time. Me, my. Selfish.
That's what y'all raising. This is what the modern woman and the gatekeepers and all that. This is what y'all raising and passing down. This mind state, this software. It's corrupted.
Corrupted software. And about time, you know, they try to work out the bugs. The vessel's all used up and contaminated itself. You get the software cleaned up. Now the hardware is all used and wore out.
See what I'm saying? So there you go. Yeah, by the time you get it cleaned up, this is Windows 4 and Windows 12 is out now. This is useless now.
You see,
the hardware is useless. Once you correct the software, the hardware is no good.
See, now there's a whole new model out in much better condition. Why even consider it? Don't y'all see how this works?
So, yeah, that's her. Like said, we here just shine the light on these ATL streets. All right, we got 2 down, and here we are, the main event. This woman come on. As you can see, she got her bonnet on.
Not the bang. The bang.
Rocking it.
No,
so,
not the bang.
Got the bonnet game.
The
bonnet
bang.
And here we are. So that's
them first 2 ones pretty easy. I'm surprised. I ain't sweating or nothing like that. So we'll see what this third one got. She got that bonnet on. She looked like she with the shits. That's fine.
Yeah, she looking like it. So without further ado, let's try to catch it. You always got to skip them first few seconds on them out.
So she was basically helping him. That she couldn't like come in.
Come on now. Where we at?
Okay, I'm gonna say since 2 years.
About 2 years. Share the video.
I'm 19.
19.
So she 19.
All
right. So are you homeless?
Yes, I am.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 19.
19. And so how long have you been homeless?
Okay, I'm gonna say since 2 years.
About 2 years? Mm-hmm. So what was it that happened a couple years ago that caused you to become homeless?
Okay, so I was living with my grandma and her fiance, but he was blind, so they was both on like Social Security or whatever the case may be. So she was basically helping him because he couldn't see or pay the, basically he couldn't see. So she had to pay the bills or whatever. Okay, she been having problems with her bodies and stuff because she liked to work. And I'm just like her, she liked to work. So it's like on and on. It's like, I think she had a cyst in her back and everything.
She ain't getting to, here we go. Here we go. She 19. She said she been homeless for 2 years. Y'all can do simple subtraction addition. Y'all can figure that out, right? How did that even make sense? She said she was with her grandma and her boyfriend that was blind. This is turned to some hood normal stuff right here. Here we go.
Yeah, that ain't okay. That's not normal. That she been homeless since 17, and cause something went more far left with her grandma.
Yeah, we ain't got into the parents yet. God knows what y'all know what this about to be.
Y'all, if this poor sister had to live with her grandma and her grandma's blind boyfriend, not husband, not her granddaddy. This her grandma's blind boyfriend. I tell you what, man, this stuff be hitting close to home. Is wow.
Real talk. Hey, you be thinking stuff is one-offs in this world, and it ain't. Under the sun.
I'm saying this. I'm getting vivid pictures in my head, like, whoa. So do y'all not understand how desperate the situation had to be with the actual parents if she was forced to live with the grandma and the blind boyfriend? Ain't none of them had no income. The grandma most likely was depending on her blind boyfriend for Social Security. Y'all know how that hustle go in the hood. Come on, man. And bread ran out. Maybe she got cysts in her back. Talking about because she liked to work. Stop painting.
And just like me, and we all like to work. How y'all like to work so much and y'all homeless and stuff? What we talking about?
Stop that. Don't nobody like to work. Nobody likes to work. No one likes to work.
Go. That's an oxymoron in itself.
Yeah, nobody wants to work. As a man, or I guess as an adult, you may feel a strong urge to be productive, but you don't want to work. Nobody wants to work, but you should have a need to be productive. But that's hoodoo. Your grandma don't want to work. She don't like to work. She got cysts in her back. Come on, man. She got the blind boyfriend. She got cysts in her back, and she like to work. She don't like to work. She ain't got no choice.
Here you go. Ask grandma. Would you rather be laid up with a well-to-do man? Y'all got some oceanfront property with maids and butlers and people waiting on you at your every one thing on your feet, whatever you want. Would you rather that, or would you rather be working hard in here with this blind man? Y'all gotta stop. People ain't got no options. They gonna make this sound and look however they gotta make. People gotta sleep at night, y'all know.
There you go. So grandma gonna keep telling y'all I likes to work, baby. I'm a worker all my life. I had to work. No, that ain't what grandma want. That ain't what you want. Po sister. Well, we ain't even got into this. You know what? And we gotta stop, man. We gotta open our eyes to these situations. I ain't gonna get on this post sister. I'm gonna let her go.
The backdrop. I mean, it's all looking rough right
now. It's rough. I'm gonna let it go.
The time when she rescheduled her appointment or whatever, they telling her that she couldn't like come in for her little appointment, so it started to get worse and worse. And I went to my friend's house to spend the night, thinking she was okay or whatever. So the next day I came back, she was in the hospital. And a couple of days later, they told us that she passed away. So we didn't know that she had an eviction notice or whatever.
Whoa, here we go. Big Mom passed away. Everything falls apart. That's a common thing. Big Mom go. Everything go. Everything, and I mean everything.
Do y'all not understand how volatile this home situation was? The boyfriend blind, his bread running low, whatever. The grandma, she on her way out. She in pain and agony. She got cysts in her back, cancer, whatever, and she in a bad way. And this is eviction notice comes. She knows she late on the rent or whatever. Everything falling apart. That had to be so bad. These, like I said, these are not rites of passage. These are not normal happenings that just should happen throughout the course of your life, where you end up living with your broke down, overworked grandma and her blind boyfriend. How your grandma got a boyfriend? Whatever. I know the answer to that. But this.
And here we go. So this is the answer to the question. He asked, "How did you become homeless?" And she went into this whole soliloquy because she has to give all this context so that you understand. She can't just give you a simple answer. So this is all the context. She said, "Yeah, grandma and her boyfriend was blind, yada yada yada. Grandma had cysts. Grandma went to the hospital. They said school. Grandma died, and here we are. She had eviction notice. We didn't know. She didn't tell nobody, and here we are. Now we all on the streets. Whoever was in there with her."
See what I'm saying? We're in the blind. So come on, man. Y'all know how this go. So there's eviction notice. You got the blind boyfriend in the house. Ain't too much help in the hood. Ain't no SOS in the hood.
Yeah, I want to hear her story. How did this all fall on Grandma? We got to hear more.
Yeah. Let's see.
Because then nobody let us know. So the eviction people came to our door and told us that we had to get out. So we've been moving to hotels. And yeah, we didn't have enough money to pay for our hotel rooms. So
okay, so basically it's kind of been.
She keeps saying we. I'm trying to figure out who is we. So I'm trying to. She keeps saying we ain't have no we and we and we.
That's what. Is this the blind boyfriend she tried?
Is this your mama? Like who?
Yeah. I definitely want to see who we is, because in the house.
Yeah, she's speaking a lot of French right now. So
yeah, I hope she ain't traveling with this blind old.
Oh man, let's see.
Please.
You got evicted a couple years ago.
Yes.
And so I mean, how long after Grandma passed did you guys get evicted?
I'm gonna say it's been 2020 since 2020.
Right. So when she passed, how long at that point did you stay in the house that she was living in?
I'm gonna say since. Okay, so it was a couple months. It was like 5 or 6 months.
5 or 6 months after she died?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you guys didn't know that the eviction stuff was coming up?
No.
Well, I mean, I guess some people are gonna ask why not? Because if she was the one paying the rent, then when she passed, how come y'all didn't think, well, who's gonna be paying the rent now?
Hey, I had a job and I was helping her pay it, but it's like
it wasn't enough or whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay, I get it. All right. Do you have any kids?
No.
No kids. Have you?
Yeah. So she moved off of that. She ain't got no kid, but she got off of that subject. It's safe to assume that she was traveling around with this blind man. She had no blood ties to this man. Her grandma's boyfriend. I don't think she was responsible for that man. So if she did that, God bless her, man. I don't know.
See what I'm saying? That ain't cool. That ain't cool at all. How do you explain this story to your future husband? So yeah, for a while, I was homeless, and me and my recently deceased grandma's blind boyfriend.
Imagine this as a man. We men. You spend your last days with some strange young lady of some woman you probably never even laid eyes on. Probably. Like, this is dark on so many levels. I can't listen. Yeah, I'm a man. My last days, I'm being taken care of by somebody I can't see, never seen before, never seen your grandma probably before, never got nothing out of this. Y'all been taking full advantage. I mean, this is all bad. I can't even find the silver lining in it. Besides the fact that I guess they keeping this man alive. He
There you
outlived his
go.
grandma, I guess. I don't know.
There you
I
go.
can't call heads or tails of this story.
Yeah. Here's the thing, man. The story with grandma. I wonder how long was she not working? Because she made it seem like grandma was working. She liked to work, and then within the span of like 3 weeks, wop, grandma was up out of here. So, like you said, was grandma just sitting around just collecting this bread from?
And she said, "I was helping with the rent at 17. You was working and helping with grandma with the rent."
Said we should not be taking funds and resources from our children or our grandchildren. If I got to be specific, children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, we should not be trying to extract resources from them. Our job is to pour resources into them. Madness. Can't expect something good to come of this. It's going to be all bad.
Okay, shout out to my man. Everybody hates Poke in the building. Poke, we see you up there last night cooking, brother. We see you over on Correct Me If I'm Wrong. Make sure y'all go over there and check out last night. Go to Correct Me If I'm Wrong. Subscribe to his channel. They was cooking last night. It was getting out of hand over there, I see.
Hey, Poke, you took me out. They said, hey, let's have Willie and Gavin up. Poke said, you better be careful what you ask for.
We don't want no smoke. Listen,
yeah.
I'm kind. I'm God fearing.
Yeah, hey Poke, that's Gavin. They worried about. I'm not. I'm nice. I'm nice. I'm kind.
Yeah, that's funny. But salute, brother. Appreciate you for checking in, stopping in, checking out the content. We definitely appreciate it. But yeah, this woman here, man, it's all bad. Po child.
Ever been married?
Nope.
All right, so let's start from the beginning. So, where you from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey, man. Shout out that ATL, man. All day long, yes, sir. We love our city. All right, man. What part of Atlanta you from?
I'm going to say the south side of Atlanta.
South side, man. Shout out that south side. Talking about like zone 3, all like that? Okay.
Oakland City.
Hey, man. Shout out that big Oakland City all day. All right, and so growing up here in Atlanta, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
When I was little, me and my sister, okay, so my mama got 6 kids. And we got split it up when we was little.
Was it because of defects?
Yes, it was because of...
And here we go. They got splitted it. Whatever she said, that happened. Mama was in defects, which if y'all don't know, that's like the Atlanta, child services, whatever they call it. So
we got split it up.
Mama had 6 kids. Here we go.
And yeah, and then the folks come in, then you gotta get split it up. Yeah, you know what? I get it. I was in 2 foster homes growing up, me and my little sister, and I made sure we didn't get split it up. Because that's unfortunate. That's the last thing you want to happen with your siblings going into that system. Okay. Because you don't know, you're going with strangers. It's a whole deal. And I know that's tough. These I feel for any girl in the system by themselves, and you get split it up. That's the worst thing that can happen. Because ain't no foster parent about to take 6 kids. That's why ain't about to happen. Ain't no stranger.
We got one. Somebody take 2. Somebody take 1. We got another person, and we gonna start chopped and screwed.
Yep, and y'all gonna be all over the place. And these are not norms. These are not rites of passage. These things are traumatic, and the trauma all on this poor child's face. She, God bless her, she appeared to be a little, what I'm saying, a couple eggs short of an omelet to keep it nice. And going through the system and all that, that's not a place for a child, especially not no little girl, man.
You know what's amazing to me? Something that haven't dawned on, maybe you, not me, that all of these women we are reviewing, they all got to be crossing paths at some point. They probably know each other. They're all in the same city. This dude ain't traveling the country. He ain't going overseas. He wake up in the morning and driving downtown, and This is amazing. This is astonishing.
It is.
These is young black girls. Y'all talk about black girl magic? The hell? This is dark magic.
Dark as hell. You right, they definitely see each other. You right. He right in Atlanta. He ain't going to no other cities or states. He right in Atlanta. He ain't going nowhere else.
Defense. So me and my sister that's like a year older than me, we was living with our father or whatever. We was traveling to houses
Right.
with his girlfriend or
With his
whatever.
okay.
So we ain't really want to be with him. We wanted our mom, because I mean she was the only one that can like feel what we was going through. So
Well, I mean, I heard the little quiver in the voice right there. Why'd you get emotional when you was talking about that just now?
okay, so my father, I'm gonna do a shortcut. Okay, so my father, my sister, both of my sisters, my oldest one and the one that I was recently just with, that's older than me. So
Is he the biological father
he's the biological father
of both of them?
of me and my other sister that's older than me.
Okay, so you and the one that's directly older than you, he's the biological father?
Yeah.
And also.
And here we go. So mama had 6 kids, and he fathered at least 2 of them. Y'all can't just be bringing these men into these homes. We talk about this, all this stuff we touch on. This is like a merry-go-round. We just keep touching on this stuff, and we're gonna keep doing it. But y'all must understand, we've been sounding this alarm.
Yeah, we joke about Nug Nug, but Nug Nug is capable of some egregious acts that ain't funny at all. No, yeah, it's some dark shit that come with Nug Nug at times.
This girl got some stuff on. She like, my daddy done raped my sister. Like, she got to deal with that.
Yes, and talking about when they was with him, he was moving from house to house with his girlfriends. This is Nug Nug. This is unstable, all messed up couch Negro Nug Nug is their father. And he ain't got no morals, no grounding. And here's the thing, these po child, she talking about she want to be with her mom. Do you not understand that your mom is part of the reason you in this situation? The accountability on her is very high. The fact that DFAX or whoever had to come in and get y'all out, and now y'all end up with folks decided that y'all was better off with y'all devil of a father than with your mom. That means a lot.
I'll tell you what, I was gonna institute the cart before the horse pregnancy plan, if you will, or the cart before the horse, some type of control on this. And we talked about this. I said, having children is an honor and it's a privilege.
Yes.
So it's not for everybody. And when we first started this podcast, I was on the record as saying everybody should not be allowed to have children.
Yes.
You should have to go through some type of test. You can't just buy a car without having a credit score, or buy a house without being pre-approved. You can't do a lot of stuff in this life, but you can just have children and there's no baseline test. No, I want to institute something. You got to have, listen, your credit score got to be at least, we come up with a number, 650, whatever, at minimum.
650-ish, yeah, minimum.
You got to do at least 20 hours of training on being a parent and see if you really want to do this, right?
There you go.
And such things. There got to be guidelines for you to be pre-approved to have this child. I think everybody should have some form of birth control in them, men and women. And if you do pass this test and you're eligible, they remove it from you. You can have some children.
There you go. And what would be the argument? The ultimate argument, they may say, well, Mr. Walker and Gavin X, y'all asses shouldn't be here too. And that's what y'all don't understand. We suffer from the Thanos effect. We don't care. As long as we start making this right.
There you go.
Let's start moving in the right direction. And if that meant Mr. Walker and Gavin X never existed and the community would be in a much better place, then so be it. Yeah, we ain't no selfishness over here.
There you go, y'all. Selfish.
Don't be so selfish.
The greater good. Whatever happened to the greater good?
Been gone. It's about me, my. Don't you see?
So yeah, if that clause was instituted, her mom would not been allowed to have all these children, and this young lady would not be on this video right now. I'm trying to tell y'all. Talk to me if you hear me. That's all I'm saying.
Your sister that's older than her, he did that too as well?
Mm-hmm.
What age did he do this? I mean, how old were you when he did this to them?
I was like, okay, so I wasn't born when my older sister was, but she was 5 years old. And I guess she told my mom, and my mom told the whole family or whatever. So they said they didn't want us to live with him or whatever.
So then how did it happen to your sister that's right above you?
I'm gonna say when we was living with one of his friends or whatever, he was kind of drunk or whatever, and you know, kids, we take naps or whatever. So I guess when my sister was asleep or whatever, and she was trying to wake me up, she was like, Mari, Daddy touching me. I was like, what you mean? She was like, Daddy was just rubbing all on me. I was like, we can't be in here. Cause
How old were you then?
I was like 3.
Okay, how much older is she than you?
She was like 4.
Okay, she's like a year.
What's she talking about? This is insane. I thought she was about to say I'm like 15. We ate 3 and 4. Y'all having this conversation? She was doomed from the start. If this is true, you can't recover from that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What do we expect to happen with these children? You can't expect these children to grow up to be lawyers and doctors and nurses and teachers. No, they grow up and they just simply walking casualties. Can't nobody really help. Not in today's society. No one can really help them because everybody's so damn selfish.
She talking about we 3 and 4. We in here talking about how daddy.
That's, you know, with such a sensitive topic, I don't want to say that the young Poe child is telling stories, but who remembers things from when they was 3 and 4? When is like, that's what I'm saying, like talking about 3 and 4, like I'm serious, like a child's first recollection, first memory of things like around 4 or 5. She's saying they 3 and 4. I don't know. Obviously, she got trauma. That's undisputed. Let's say she got trauma.
Yeah, because she really don't have a good grasp on time. Because he keep asking her about time periods and stuff, and she ain't got a good grasp on.
Yeah, yeah, and she shouldn't have to try to remember these things. There ain't no excuse for it, you know. But we see how dark it get. Nug, and like I said, we have learned to laugh through this madness. But Nug has there's some dark holes, rabbit holes with Nug. It ain't all funny because he broke and dusty. No, Nug get alcohol in him.
He's a nuisance. He's a nuisance. We talked about that before, like the coyote. He's a nuisance. Bag and tag Nug. Keep him away from everybody.
That's it. Bag and tag him.
Don't productive people. Anybody want to be productive? You got to keep Nug away.
Yes, straight like that. Nug, in Super Saiyan form will move to any neighborhood, impregnate every woman there, no matter what color, ethnicity, and get all.
I'm about to say that everywhere.
Yeah,
Here we go. A little bit off topic. Nug is most prevalent. If y'all know anywhere, if you from like Ohio, Pennsylvania, some of these places, and you go into these back country steel, these old steel country places where there ain't a lot of black folks, let's leave it at that. Nug will go in and he'll move in with some fentanyl or some shit and be down there selling whatever. And next thing you know, Nug start knocking up every young Becky in town. Next thing you know, this town that looked like, you know, Kansas, right? Everybody half breeds all of a sudden, besides Paw and them, and they ain't happy.
Because Nug then came in with some Molly and fentanyl, and he passing that out. He knocking them up. He just, wow, he a whole play.
That's the funny stuff. We done seen this play. You drive into these cities, and it's nothing but Becky Becky's in Nug Nugs, half-breed children, everybody strung out. Nug Nug come through like a tornado.
Nug Nug on top of the pecking order. Like I said, Paw and them too old to grab his shotgun and do away with Nug Nug. All of the above.
But like I said before, that's the best place for Nug Nug. I feel at peace when I see Nug Nug out that way. I'm like, Nug Nug, go there, because at least you balancing things out. You balancing the ecosystem out, Nug Nug. That's how I look at it. Sins of the father. Y'all, sins of the father.
There we go. That's a whole. You're right. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. But sins of the father. Then he gonna get what you gonna get. But we are here to control the infestation of Nug Nug in our community. All right. We gotta stop because Nug Nug producing these pole broken babies, and we gotta stop. We can't keep turning a blind eye to it.
They're older than you, type deal. Okay. So as far as the situation goes with your mom, right? Is that your mom who I met?
No, that's my sister.
That's your sister?
That's
okay.
the one that's after the oldest one.
Okay. That's not the one that he did it to. Okay, so basically those was like his stepkids or whatever that he did that to? Like not your sister, but the older sister.
I'm gonna say he wasn't even claiming it. My older sister already had her father involved. I mean, her father got involved with my father because of what happened to his daughter. So they got into an altercation. The whole family, put it like that, got into an altercation with my father. So that's why they don't talk to each other no more. And the last time I seen my father was last year, March 5th, 2022. Yeah, that was the last time I seen my father.
What was that meeting like?
I'm gonna say it was okay. We were still in the hotel, but it's like when I was talking to him, he wasn't listening. He was like, "Why you won't come stay with me and stuff?" I'm like, "Because I don't trust you." I mean, you.
What was his response to that?
He was like, "You still gonna be in this same situation? I'm trying to help you and stuff." It's like I can't trust my father.
So. Did he ever go to jail or anything for that?
He went to jail. I'm gonna say he went to jail March in 2016.
Well, no, I mean, did he go to jail for that stuff?
Yeah.
When
but I don't really remember.
You was like a kid, right?
Yeah.
So okay, I get it.
I really don't know what was going on. I was really hearing like little quotes and stuff what my mother was telling me. So it's like it made me remember, think harder.
Where's your mom at now?
She is with her fiance. She is engaged to a new man and my brother.
Dun, dun, dun. It took all this video. I've been waiting. Bring mama out. Bring her out. Bring her out. This is too familiar of a story. Y'all know what this is. Mama got 6 kids. Mama can't sit still. Mama chasing men. Y'all know these women. Y'all know these women between the age of maybe 45 and 55, 60. That generation of women, they gonna chase men till they dying days or till they run dead smack into that wall. So her mama, she said she still got my brother with her. She keeping one of her kids with her that's probably old enough that she can get food stamps and stuff for. She got this quote unquote fiance, and she don't care about none of her other kids. She sent y'all with grandma, defects, but mama doing okay. She said that with a smile. Mama ain't doing so bad. Not mama. The gynocracy is beating his chest right now.
Man, the power of the gynocracy is undeniable. Where this post sister is so strong on the order 66, she still has yet to say anything negative about the positions her mother has helped put her in, as far as her ain't shit daddy who needs to be dealt with accordingly, and this whole homeless situation. The mom just sitting pretty with her new fiance. That don't make no sense at all. No sense at all. But can't say nothing bad about mama. Refuse to say anything bad about mama. Still, I said it. Ain't said nothing. You know, the daddy, he's condemned. That's done. Mom, nothing yet. Ain't gonna judge mama for laying with that dude. He always been.
And if we got people of other cultures that is watch our content, I know y'all scratch your head a lot of times. Okay, because this is backwards. In no other culture does mama have this much goddamn power. Y'all, you normally thinking of daddy. Everybody's afraid of daddy. Granddad, everybody afraid of the matriarch. I'm sorry, the patriarch. Not the matriarch. The matriarch is in possession now.
Yes, it is.
Every other culture is a patriarchy to where they worry about what dad gonna say. Mama say, go ask your dad. Everything is with dad. And then they can watch this stuff and they say, what are y'all talking about? Y'all don't get it. It's reverse. It's mama. It's a matriarchy. It all ends with mama. Big mama. Mama make the rules. What mama say goes. All that. Happy wife, happy life. Woman of the house. All that nonsense.
Empty titles, because at the end of the day, what do they produce at the end of Big Mom's and Big Auntie's life? What is produced? Nothing. There's no resources left behind whenever the gynocracy falls. There's no order. There's no structure. The movie Soul Food, it shows, and there's a couple movies that show it. When Big Mom passed away, there was nothing left. Everything fell apart because until Big Mom's dying day, she held all power and authority in her hand, and she refused to hand out to anybody. And a lot of time, Big Mom be beefing with her own daughters. That's sick. That's sick. That is sick. So when the gynocracy falls, it all falls. That's what we are experiencing, folks. These Atlanta Street interviews and things of the like. This is like one of the sagas to Star Wars. This is the fall of the gynocracy. All right. Big Mama Strike Back ain't come out yet. This is the fall of that gynocracy. All right. This is where we at. Chapter 1. Here we go. We in full-fledged. Winter is here. All that. Observe.
She's engaged to who?
She's engaged with her new man. And my little brother.
Okay, how old is your little brother?
He's 17.
17, so he's still a minor, so he's living with her? Okay. So, and I guess they don't have enough room for you to live there?
No. So, basically, she want me to, like, get on my own.
So, let me ask, okay, so as far as who raised you, right? So, at what point did your dad raise you? Because it sounds like you was over there for a while.
I'm going to say ever since I turned 4, and that's when we moved to Oakland City.
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
I'm well.
Please, I'm trying to find where the mega bus.
The mega bus?
Yeah.
And you're going to go down about 2 or 3 blocks.
Okay, thank you so much.
No doubt. You make sure you have a good one. All right. Sorry for the quick interruption.
Smile.
Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out because, so how, in between what ages and what ages were you living with dad?
Since I was 2 to 4.
To what age?
2 years old to 4.
2 to 4? Okay. And then after that, who'd you live with?
My mom.
Mom? And then at what point did you go to defects?
I really ain't really go to defects. They wanted us to like be with someone that's closer to us, like a spouse or something, like a cousin or a family member.
Why not? Who's closer than your mom? What do you mean? I don't get that.
Okay, so our cousin on her dad's side. So my sisters, my other siblings, they moved with my cousin, me and the oldest one. Well, the one that's older than me.
Right.
We moved with our daddy because, I mean, she had to get herself together.
Okay, so she had some stuff going on to where she had to get.
God bless this brother. He be going so hard to pull this information. She is not about to put no stain on her mama's name. She will not. He keeps saying He said, who did you grow up with? Oh, I lived with my daddy from 2 to 4. Then what'd you do? Well, my mama. Okay, he said, well, where did this point happen when you end up in defects? How'd you end up in defects? And then it started getting real foggy.
Yeah.
And she said, well, they telling you need to go to the closest family member, a spouse. He said, who closer than your mama? Why don't you go with your mama?
Yeah, what happened? Well, mama had to get herself together, being, that she had a hanker for crack rock and all. Tell it like it. T.I. is post sister. This is all bad. So defects come in, and she said she wound up with an uncle on her mom or daddy side, something like that, and the kids got split up amongst the family members. And that's usually how it go. You end up defects or whatever child protective services step in, and they say, okay, what family members are around that y'all kids can be around familiar people? And if no one steps up, then you end up living with strangers. So I guess that's good. They didn't end up living with strangers. That's good. But like you said, this interviewer had to dig it out like, okay, 2 to 4 dad. And then from there, you was with your mom, but you told us.
You said that's good. They didn't go with strangers. We're going to rewind that. They went with a monster who was graping on everybody. So I would say they probably was better off in the system.
See what I'm saying? And that shouldn't even be a statement. It should be impossible to sit up here and say it would have been better for them to go live with strangers than to live with their own father. That should never be a statement. But it is. It's actually that proved to be true in this instance. And that's just madness. But like Gavin was saying, the gynocracy is so powerful. She refuses to touch on, the turmoil in her mom's house and what was going on. Your mom was on heavy rocks, probably out here hoeing and all that. You can't act like it didn't happen. And why not? Why is it so important to address these things? This daddy hurt and mom hurt. Well, the daddy need done away with. But this mom hurt because when she passed away, y'all have seen it. Family members, elders pass away, and there be grudges and beef and unresolved conflict. And now that person passed away. Now you got to live with that, post sister. You got to live with those apologies you never got from your mom, and that will kill these poor women. They not built for that. You gotta have the conversations, talk, stop letting those generational curses pass down. Had the conversations. Let that woman know what she did. Talk to her, and at least get it off your chest, and then be done with it. Sometimes you gotta meet people where they at. But she was so
understand your existence. You make a lot more sense while you're in this position.
There you go. It'll make sense, and you can move forward accordingly. Straight like that.
Shout out to Tania in the building. Salute. We've been up here cooking tonight. We got this young lady out, and we're gonna finish hearing her story here and see what else she got, because this is bad.
Myself together. Okay. I get it. Okay. All right. And so, would you say that you had a fairly normal childhood growing up?
I'm gonna say it was a 50-50.
50-50?
But I'm gonna say it's 37. 70%
negative.
It was good.
Oh, 70% good? Okay, 30% bad.
I'm still
So, did
fighting.
anything else ever happen to you, like in regards to that? No? Okay, so did you go to high school?
Yes, I went to high school. I went to Tri-City High School.
Graduated? Shout out that Tri-Cities. Did you graduate?
I'm going to say no, but I know I went to summer school.
Did you graduate? I'm going to say no, but these are direct questions that require direct answers. Y'all live in this goddamn blurred line world where y'all can just make the rules as y'all go.
I'm going to say red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish is what I'm going to say to your question that you just asked me. Yeah. Did I graduate? Well, you go to school 5 days a week, and it's never going to give a direct answer. And It's this. That's the least of this poor child's worries. It's over. She ain't got many answers to any of the questions she got in life. It's all bad. Her dad need to be reprimanded in the most harsh way, and she has yet to. You could tell she has. Her mom done kicked her out for her new bae. Could be a prison bae. Most likely is a prison bae. Prison bae couch nug. Most likely. This ain't Mr. Amazon. This ain't Mr. Pipe Fitter. No. You're wrong.
Or even Mr. 40 hours a week, as we described.
Yeah, there we go. That's the title. Yeah, Mr. 40 hours a week ain't walking up in that house.
Yeah, this ain't
at all.
Yeah,
No.
Salute, shout out to Mr. Diz in the building. Said, "What's up, brothers?" No accountability. You know, yeah, it's getting. Yeah, I thought that was into her story, but she won't stop. Apparently, she like that damn bunny with the Duracell battery in that commercial. They don't stop. They keep going and going and going.
All gas, no brakes.
Because we're still in the same predicament.
I get it. Of homeless, yeah. So, what was the highest grade you got to?
12.
12? Okay, so I mean, you basically, I guess, you kind of dropped out just because of the situation, the housing situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, what is the ultimate plan, right? We're 19 years old, so let me ask you this: like, have you had relationships and stuff like that? Do you have a boyfriend right now? Anything like that?
I have a boyfriend right now.
You have a boyfriend?
We not closer because he's staying with his mom, and like he been visiting me every little hotel that we've been to or whatever sometime. So basically, he getting a job so he can like get a house or whatever. So
how old is he?
He's 18.
18?
Yeah, he's young. A little year younger than me.
Okay. All right. Well, I get it. From time to time on these videos, right? Some guys, they'll look at the videos, they'll be like, "Oh man, she's cute, she's pretty, this and that," and they'll try to get in touch with you. If a guy tried to get in touch with you and wanted to date you, would that be something that you'd be open to?
It depends on your age, and it depends on how your energy is.
What's the age range that you're looking for?
20, because I ain't hit 21 yet, so you got to be at least like a year older. Or the same
20 up to what?
20 to 21.
20 to 21?
This is blasphemy. We said this before. Homeless and dating is not a thing. It just really ain't. And we ain't going to make it a thing.
No, we ain't. And why? So here we go. What are the cons or the consequences to attempting to date while homeless? What you got? What's the cons? What could go wrong?
Yeah, that was
like your hand is out and exposed. You homeless. So dude, like, I know all I need is to come with some inkling of a resource, and I'm gonna have my way. You ain't got much resistance to put up, post sister. You ain't. That's why do not date while homeless, men or women, because it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Don't do it.
Yeah, before you know it, you're gonna be out there. You're gonna call yourself dating, and the brother gonna pull up in a long Cadillac with a top hat with a feather in it.
See what I'm saying?
And the rest will be history. You better
there you go. There you go. You homeless. He's like, okay, yeah, we're going to date, and Mr. Top Hat and shiny suit. Y'all gonna go out, and you understand you're gonna be introduced to a profession as old as time itself, and it's undefeated, and you won't have much resistance because if you hurting for resources, Mr. Slickback know exactly what you need.
Yes. So, like you said, a lot of these people, you don't want them to come on here, like you said, and be all down but I see a lot of joy. These people are more joyous than people who doing well in life, I guess. Like I said before, people got to go to sleep at night. So they got to make their realities whatever they got to make it.
Yeah, I definitely get that. but you gotta, yeah, you gotta be in touch with reality. Yeah, you can't be out here just walking around smiling through the hell of bullets. You can't be doing that. You gotta show some concern for your life and livelihood. Show, like I said, show some humility. Like, look, I'm on the clock. Something. Show something, because these folks out here, they just don't seem to really give a dang, and I don't get it.
And shout out to Rashina. And like she said, she's going to get pregnant and still be homeless. And that's what we're trying to avoid.
Yes.
Understand.
That she got on her side. She ain't got no kids yet. That is the only silver lining here, especially knowing who her biological father is. Like, holy smokes. So yeah, that's the only thing she got in her favor. She can move and shake however she need to. Good luck to her. But it's all bad.
I'll give her final words here. I don't know. Give her maybe 20 to 30 seconds. We'll see. Here we go.
That's a small window.
Until I'm really ready to get out my shy stage to deal with grown older men. But it's I'm skeptical to, talk to people.
I get it. I guess the one thing
that hair situation is bad up under that.
Don't get pregnant. Don't get pregnant in this situation.
No.
I mean, do you plan on finishing school, getting your either your GED? Okay. Do you plan on going to college?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want to study?
Cosmetology and culinary.
Okay. I love it. All right. And so, I mean, as far as it goes, what are we doing at this point to try to get ourselves out of this position of being homeless?
Example. What you mean?
So so are we making any moves to try to? Yes. So have we applied for a housing voucher? Have we got into any of the programs? Have we done any of that stuff, or what have we done or haven't done?
So I'm gonna say we tried a lot of.
Oh, this poor sister. He said, "What are you trying to do to get out of this situation?" She said, "What do you mean?" Exactly. She said, "Give me something." She said, "Give me an example. What do you mean?"
Yeah, give me an example of what you mean. Stop being homeless.
Yeah, what you mean get out of this situation?
And she just told us all we need to know about her state of mind. She's like, "What are you talking about? Get out of this. This is where I'm at. This is where I be. I ain't got that far. Can't think straight. Don't know which way is up." And I get it. It's all understood. The situation is understood. But it ain't accepted. That's all. It's understood. We get it. We see how these dots connect. We see how you in a bad way. Just not accepted. Can't be out here with no plan.
And there you go, Rashida in the car. She said she's still a kid. And that was my point. I wasn't trying to make fun of her, if you will. I would try to say that's a child's and she's a kid. She can't even contextualize what he's saying. Like, what are you trying to do to get out of the situation? She's like, what? And this hit on what I said before. They are nose blind to the situation a lot of times.
Okay.
I understand this as bad as it truly is. Y'all must understand. So this
what happened to the blind grandma's boyfriend?
Because she's still throwing this we around. I don't know if she's still saying we literally to this point. So for all we know, this brother's somewhere behind her sitting in a wheelchair.
You see what I'm saying? That's
let's see. Give her 5 more seconds. See if she spit it out.
Housing people, most of them, they talking about something they couldn't help.
Let me ask you this way. Okay. So as far as it goes, is this?
And there we go. Just to hit on this real quick, she said the housing people said they couldn't help. Why? Because she ain't got no damn kids. This is crazy.
Holy, you're right. You're right, because it would be naturally women with children would get housed first. Because
all that, they give you a date and say, look, all right, it's going to be 30 days. And they simply told her, we can't do nothing for you. You're a single homeless person. You able-bodied. Like, we got no smoke for you.
Yeah.
Well, you walked in here with a chillin' or a litter or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We got assistance for you. So now in her mind, y'all must understand the subconscious. She gonna say, I need a kid and I need one fast.
Because here we go. Like Gavin said, I'm out here by myself. I can't get no assistance. I'm having a bad way. But if I go out here and get knocked up and have a kid, resources gonna start coming out the woodworks. I shall get shelter, food, stipends, all of the above. What is my best option? I'm going to have me a kid, and I'm gonna have fun in the process, I guess. You know, to get on my feet, I'm gonna have a kid. I'm gonna bring a kid into this situation to get on my feet. Is that not one of the most selfish things you've ever heard? In order for me to be in a better situation, I'm gonna bring a kid into this so that I can be eligible for benefits.
And I know how y'all rock, y'all come in here and it's systematic and all that, and I get that part, but it doesn't have to be.
There you go.
The system is in place, but you don't have to fall into the trap.
There you go. Yes, it's all systematic, all of the above. Systematic to the 10th power. Yes, yes, and yes. But there ain't no excuse. If you don't understand the tone over here yet, and the tone is we do not agree with the victim Olympics. There are no victims over here. We gotta take the knowledge that we are being presented with and put our best foot forward.
Straight like that. I get it. Like said, there ain't no victims, but this is a poor baby. So I'm gonna let her rock out. No 2 seconds. We're gonna get out of here. I know it's getting late for y'all.
How many? So I just met you guys in the line here at Crossroads. Okay. Is this like your first day out here type deal?
I'm gonna say this my second time because I did got my ID here with Crossroads because they did gave me a voucher, but I recently lost my ID and social last year, so I came back to here to see if they can help me get my social and ID.
And so as far as it goes, like, are you guys like y'all have a place to sleep tonight?
Yes, we at my sister friend's house.
Okay,
we got us a house.
Okay, so you got a room and you got a place and everything. Okay. All right. Well, hey, listen, I can dig it, man. Well, listen, we really appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Okay, my Cash App, I just recently had to mail my Cash App because somebody stole it. But y'all.
So there we go. If you're feeling generous, hit her Cash Apps on the screen. If you're feeling even more generous, hit our Cash App. It's on the screen. Cart Before the Horse Productions. We appreciate y'all for coming through tonight. Before we go, I dropped the link for the backup channel in the chat. Here we are here. That's always important. Make sure you are subscribed to the backup channel. That is very important. You get a lot of content over here that is not on the main channel. And it's just important for y'all to be subscribed to both so you're not missing out on anything. You muted.
Yes, please subscribe to the backup channel, subscribe to this channel, like, share, and please put the money in the bag.
And like Rasheed said, like Willie said, like and share this video. Make sure you subscribe, which I'm guessing all y'all are. I know I'm just saying it, wasting my breath. But if you ain't, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you have not donated, hit the Cash App. All right. Support the show. All right. Here we are. So we done did 2 shows for y'all today. If you have not, go watch the show from this morning. We cooked for y'all this morning. If you ain't checked that out yet, after we done here, go right over there and check the stream out from this morning. We was doing some cooking at Cart Before the Horse TV. And for y'all don't know, this is a new venture that we on the channel. We're going to be bringing much more content. And this is Cart Before the Horse TV. Don't get it twisted. All right? With any other type of TV. This the real TV. I don't know what kind of TV y'all been watching. But it's the real. So
there you go. Yeah, our Cart Before the TV installment, we are going to start covering just pretty much any kind of current events, anything that's hot in today's goofy ass pop culture, and we just going to jump on it in our own special way. But yeah, the Cart Before the Horse TV is going to open up a wider range of topics for us to discuss and get our audience more involved.
Yes, sir. Like I said, salute, Pope. We definitely appreciate you, brother, for rocking with us tonight. Yeah, go over and check that show out. We was cooking this morning. You'll like that show for sure. A lot of topics that you would like. And like said, Mr. Diz, salute. Tanisha, she subbed up. All right. Here we are. We did 2 shows today, which is unprecedented for our channel and for a lot of channels. There's not a lot of people just firing up 2 live streams in one day. Even your favorite YouTubers with 1 million subscribers, they don't do it. So
there you go. Y'all see these candles? Yeah, these candles get lit every episode. These candles expensive. God dang it. Y'all want to keep seeing these candles? This classy, bougie, country-ish? Y'all better support the channel.
Yes, sir. Make sure you're hitting the Cash App if you can, like he said. And tune in to the episode from earlier today. We definitely cooked. And be on the lookout. Single by choices. We may do an impromptu Super Bowl episode tomorrow. All right? So we may do a pre-Super Bowl show. It's almost in stone, but not in stone. It's in like sand, if you will. So, but be on the lookout. If you set your notifications, you ain't got nothing to worry about. If your notifications is set to all, you're gonna be notified anytime we go live. So that's important.
There you go. We dare to dream big. We said we're gonna compete. We're gonna compete with the Super Bowl. Maybe, possibly, most likely.
Well, no, it's gonna be well before. So
I
we
understand.
Gonna do a show tomorrow. You be on the lookout around like 12 noon, 1 o'clock, well before the game. So,
if I remember, I ain't had cable in a while, but if I remember when I did those Super Bowl festivities, they all dang on day.
That's true, but I feel like we can compete with that. Not with the game itself, not even with the pregame. Like I said, we'll be done before 3 o'clock if we do anything. So,
there you go.
But yeah, like I said, make sure y'all check out the episode from today. We definitely plan on cooking for y'all tomorrow. We're gonna do some single by choices, do some Kendra content, get caught up. They've been over there wilding as usual. So we'll whip something up for y'all. Once again, hit the like button before we get out of here. Support the show. The link's pinned to the top of the description or top of the chat, and it's in the description. So for we are Saturday night. If you're going out, drink responsibly. All right.
Yes. Drink responsibly, or don't drink at all. And if you're gonna go out and you're out there chasing something, protect yourself. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't be yeah. So there we go. 2023 Cart Before the Horse special assignment. Let's cut down on all the bastard children we bringing into the world. It's a big problem. All right, so wrap it up. You go out there, party tonight. Wrap it up.
There you go. That's a silver lining and a good message to end on. Like he said, set y'all notifications. Be on the lookout tomorrow for a surprise show. And with that being said, I'm Gavin X.
I am Mr. Walker.
And we are Cart Before the Horse. Y'all have a good night.
Good evening.